Hello, welcome to Great Garden. There is an interesting thing about orchids. When cared for properly, they do not just bloom once and stop, but can make your garden shine from one season to another. In today's video, I will share a very special orchid care recipe that is completely natural and extremely simple. With just a few familiar ingredients from the kitchen, you can help the plant accumulate nutrients better, creating conditions for the flower spikes to grow longer, buds to form evenly, and flowers to bloom more beautifully and last longer. If you want your garden to always be full of brilliantly blooming orchids, don't forget to subscribe to the Great Garden channel to discover more useful plant care tips. Now, let's get started. Do you often drink tea? Almost every household has tea at home, right? In tea leaves, there are many natural compounds and beneficial minerals. If used properly, they can also help support orchid care very effectively. I will use a glass cup as shown in the video to prepare the solution. First, add 3 spoons of tea into the cup. Then slowly pour about 500 milliliters of hot water so the nutrients in the tea can dissolve. Next, steep the tea for 1 hour so the active compounds and natural minerals in the tea leaves are released into the water. Thanks to that, the solution will become more concentrated and can be used more effectively for plants. While waiting, I check and trim the dry roots and wilted leaves of the orchid. Roots that are dry, rotten, or old leaves that can no longer nourish the plant may even become places where fungi accumulate. Therefore, you should use clean scissors to cut off dry roots, damaged roots, and wilted leaves. This helps the plant become more ventilated, limits disease, and allows nutrients to focus on the healthy roots and leaves. After that, I proceed to rinse water the plant. While waiting for the solution to cool, I want to share with you a very important tip before fertilizing orchids. That is, always lightly rinse water the plant first. This helps moisten the roots and the growing medium, so the plant does not experience shock when encountering nutrients. When the roots are already moist, the orchid will absorb fertilizer gradually and reduce the risk of root burn or yellow leaves. Just lightly water with clean water, then proceed with fertilizing. In addition to the English voice, we have now created dubbed voices in French, German, Italian, Spanish, Portuguese, Japanese, Hindi, and Indonesian to help you understand the content more easily. Listen in your preferred language by opening the video and clicking on Settings, the gear icon, to select the appropriate audio language. After about 1 hour, I filter out the tea residue and keep only the liquid. This liquid is the solution that we will use to care for and supplement nutrients for the orchid. That's it. I will proceed to use this solution to wipe the leaves of the plant. Method 1. First, pour the prepared tea solution into a clean glass cup. Use cotton or a soft cloth to gently absorb the solution, then wipe both the upper and lower surfaces of the orchid leaves. This method helps remove dust and long-lasting residue on the leaf surface, keeping the leaves clean and ventilated, thereby increasing the plant's photosynthesis efficiency. Tea water also contains some natural compounds and trace minerals that may help nourish the leaves, helping orchid leaves become greener and healthier. You can clean the leaves about once a month, or whenever you see a lot of dust on them, to keep the orchid pot fresh and beautiful. Method 2. I combine rice with tea to create a natural nutrient solution for orchids. Rice provides some nutrients and starch, while tea adds natural compounds and trace minerals. I add 3 spoons of rice into a clean glass cup. Next, add about 500 milliliters of clean water at room temperature. Then gently stir so the starch and some nutrients in the rice are released and mix into the water, creating a solution that can be used to support orchid care. When the rice solution has soaked long enough, I filter out the rice residue and keep only the liquid. I filter this liquid together and mix it with the tea water prepared earlier to create a natural solution used for caring for orchids. Add 500 milliliters of clean water at room temperature to dilute the solution. That's it. I now have a solution to water the plants in the garden. First, I pour the diluted tea and rice water solution into a spray bottle. Then gently and evenly mist the entire orchid plant, from the leaves, stem, roots to the leaf axils. This spraying method helps the natural nutrients in tea, together with starch and B group vitamins in rice, water gently penetrate the plant. You can apply it once a week during the first month. When the plant has adapted and grows stably, maintaining about once a month is appropriate. After spraying, let the plant dry naturally for about 10 to 15 minutes. If water remains in the leaf axils, gently wipe it away to avoid prolonged moisture. This helps limit fungal diseases and keeps the orchid pot healthy. Method 3. Pour the organic fertilizer solution made from tea and rice water into a clean watering can. Then water slowly and evenly around the base of the Anthurium plant so the nutrients gradually soak into the root zone. Tea contains many organic compounds and natural antioxidants that help improve the soil environment and support healthy root development. Meanwhile, rice water supplements B group vitamins and some micronutrients, helping the roots absorb nutrients better and increasing the plant's vitality. This combination contributes to stimulating the bud formation process, helping flower stalks develop thicker, stronger, and grow upright. You can water once a week during the flowering stimulation stage. When the plant has stabilized and blooms regularly, reduce it to 1 to 2 times per month to maintain long-lasting flower color and help the plant develop long-term. Results after 2 months. After about 2 months of using the tea and rice water solution, the orchid shows positive changes. The leaves turn noticeably darker green, the surface becomes thicker and glossier, Young leaves develop strongly, helping the photosynthesis process become more efficient. The root system recovers well, with many new white and plump roots appearing. The root tips are green and firmly attached to the growing medium, allowing the plant to absorb nutrients steadily and grow sustainably. Buds and flower spikes develop evenly. The stems become stronger, more buds form, round and healthy. And when blooming, the flowers maintain their color and last longer, bringing long-lasting beauty to the orchid pot. What do you think about this natural plant care method using tea and rice? Have you ever tried applying this method to your plants? Share your experience in the comments. This is a worthy result of patience and proper care. When nourished properly, plants will respond with lasting vitality and natural beauty. If you find the video useful, don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the Great Garden channel, and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss simple but effective orchid care tips. See you again in the next videos on the Great Garden channel.